Good morning, everyone. I talk a lot on my channel about things that you can do to get more fit and get more healthy. You know, how to eat better, how to sleep more, how to exercise, all of that good stuff. But today, I want to take a second to talk about the things that you should consider not doing, or things that you should consider letting go of to help you get more fit and healthy. It's really hard, but really important to build new habits to create a fit and healthy lifestyle, one that aligns with your goals, aligns with health and everything that you want to do within that. But it is equally as important to let go of the habits and mindsets that are not serving you in that new health and fitness lifestyle that you are trying to build for yourself. You can add all of the kale that you want, but if you're still eating an entire box of donuts and a pizza every single day, you're probably not going to be able to achieve optimal health. So if you are excited to learn about all the ways that you may be unintentionally holding yourself back, give this video a big thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get into it. Thing number one that you should let go of is listening to diet dogma. You've been following me for a while. You know I could rant about diet dogma forever. I will not sit here and rant forever and turn this into a 45-minute video, but I could. When I say diet dogma, I mean the ideas that tend to surround the different diet camps. So whether it be carnivore dogma that vegetables are the devil, or vegan dogma that meat will kill you, or keto dogma that carbs are what make you fat. Basically any language about diet nutrition that's in absolutes is going to be wrong 99% of the time. Here's the thing. There's this magical thing called bioindividuality, where we all have different biologies, and thus different diets, different lifestyles, different environmental factors are going to affect our bodies differently. I could find the diet that optimizes my health like perfectly. Like nothing could literally be any better for my personal health. Gives me energy, I get great sleep, my physique is exactly where I want it to be, I feel happy and healthy and just amazing all of the time. Just because that worked for me doesn't mean it would have the same effect for you. It could even have a negative effect for you. People get into these diet dogma camps because they try these diets and it is transformative for them. Maybe it cured a health issue that they've had for a while, or it finally helped them lose the weight that they've been desperately trying to lose forever. And so they become so passionate about pushing this dogma around this diet because it's what worked for them. And so they're excited to share it, and that's fair. But what all of this dogma fails to take into account is that there is bioindividuality, and what works for one person might end up being bad for another person. So while there's no harm in trying these diets, goodness knows, like if you guys have been following me, you know I have tried my fair share of diets. Like I think it's great to experiment and see what feels good for your body and what feels less good for your body. Most of the diets themselves have a lot of merit, but the trick is not getting trapped in the diet dogma and stumbling into a new diet and reading everything that everyone says about it and internalizing the foods that the diet vilifies or the style of eating that the diet vilifies and thinking that you have to fit into that box or else you are doing something wrong, or else you are never going to achieve your goals, because that's not necessarily the case. The way I see this diet dogma affect a lot of people is one of two things usually. One is someone will read all of this dogma around this diet and start internalizing it. Let's just use keto. I'm not anti-keto, by the way, but the dogma around keto is strong. Like just go into a keto Facebook forum and post a sweet potato. You'll have a lot of triggered and angry people in there. But like, let's just say you're reading about keto and you listen to the dogma and internalize the idea that carbs are evil and basically the gist of it. But you cut out carbs and yeah, maybe you start losing weight. Initially you feel really good, and this convinces you that this is the thing. Like these people are right, this dogma is correct. But then you start developing some negative symptoms. Like maybe your hair is not as full as it was. Your nails start getting a little bit brittle. Your sleep is suboptimal. And these things like slowly creep up, so you don't immediately notice them. But because you initially had some results on this diet and so many other voices are saying, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way, you don't question it. and you get stuck in this diet that ultimately is not optimal for your biology and is causing these negative symptoms, but you can't connect the dots because you're surrounded by the dogma. And then the other thing that I see happening is kind of the complete opposite. Someone will find a diet, read about it, hear all of the things, and think, wow, this sounds amazing, this must be the way. And so they'll try it, and maybe it'll be successful, maybe it won't. But then they'll hear of the other diet that's basically the opposite of it, and read all about that, and read all about that dogma, and they'll be like, oh, that must be the way. And then they try the complete opposite diet, and maybe it works and maybe it doesn't, but they just bounce from diet to diet because the dogma around these diets does sound very convincing. And you can find science to back up pretty much anything that you want to say when it comes to nutrition. I could literally list every single food and find science to support why it's bad for you. I can find science to support water and air being bad for you. So it's really easy for these diets to be convincing with like legitimate science because you can back anything up nutritionally that you want to. So people bounce around from diet to diet, never really making progress, never really giving their body time to settle in and like try to adapt and be healthy within a certain frame, and you can never really make progress if you're not being consistent with something. So bouncing around from diet to diet is just a way to never make progress. I feel the rant's coming on, so I'm gonna stop, go get myself a little morning coffee. I look like a watermelon. I live in pink and green, but it's fine. Yes, I am drinking coffee again, not regularly. I'm having 1 to 2 coffees per week. Most weeks, honestly, 2, but like, I'm not having it every day. I'm not physiologically or mentally addicted to it anymore. I'm just enjoying it when I want to, and today, I'm really excited to hit the gym and try for a pull-up PR, so I want a little caffeine. The next thing that you gotta stop doing is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I see this all the time with clients that come to me. They'll be like, Marissa, I'm struggling to lose this weight. I can't lose it. I've tried literally everything and nothing's working. But the framework of everything that they're trying is always the same. It's usually a relatively extreme amount of calorie restriction, sometimes combined with over-exercising, which is ultimately unsustainable, which leads to a perceived lack of willpower, which causes them to give up and then regain all the weight and then start the cycle over again. And they keep taking the same approach because that's what diet culture tells them to do. That's what the government tells you to do. Eat less, move more. And the less you eat and the more you move, the faster you're gonna lose weight. And that is just simply not true. Like, they sell it like, this is the secret to weight loss, eat less, move more. But like, if it were the secret, it would be working for people. You have to change your approach to change your results. Losing and regaining weight over and over actually results in adding new fat cells every time. That makes it harder and harder to lose the weight in the long run. I talked about a whole study about this in a previous video. I'll link that down below. But basically, every time you regain the weight, you're making it harder to lose the weight. So basically, you will be healthier and you will be able to make more progress that is sustainable and long lasting if you slow down and change your approach. Okay. Can I do a cortado with, do you guys have whole milk? Sure. And can I add a little bit of like mocha syrup or powder or whatever you guys put in the mochas? Do you want that for here? To go, please. I am playing with fire. Having a cortado every day is what got me addicted to coffee in the first place, but it's yummy, so it's fine. I won't get addicted again. It's fine, we're fine. Just made a little pre-workout snack, just some toast with Fix and Fog peanut butter dark chocolate that I got from Thrive Market the other day, testing this out for the first time. Licked some off the knife. It tasted very good. Quick little creatine, and then it's time to go hit a pull-up PR. Wish me luck.
What the actual excuse me? Like, no, I am livid right now. I am literally shaking. Like, this is like 40 minutes later and I'm still just, the audacity. You do not touch someone in the middle of a rep unless they are asking you for help because like they're bench pressing and they're stuck under the bench and they're like, hey, help me. Then you help them. Other than that, you do not touch someone in the middle of a rep. I was on rep number 14. That was gonna be a PR for me by a lot. I think my previous pull-up PR was like 10 or 11. I might have been able to do 15. I don't know, because that idiot grabbed my foot. Why? To be fair, I was already shaking a little bit before he did that because I think I had too much caffeine. Like, I think it's just been a while since I've been that caffeinated, and so my body is just like, ah. And then on top of that, this man and his audacity just, I'm really proud of myself. I like stood up for myself and I talked to him and I was like, bro, like next time don't touch someone in the middle of a rep. Like, first of all, that's dangerous. Second of all, I was about to hit a PR and you just like ruined it for me. Like, don't do that again. And he apologized, but like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it to someone else again. Anywho, I need some more substantial food. So I'm gonna go hunt down some food. I have nothing in my house, so we'll see what I find.
I ended up going to the grocery store and I got myself a little box of food from their like hot food bar. So I got some salmon, steamed veggies, and I think they call this confetti rice. It's just like brown rice with vegetables and things like that. And grabbed a little kombucha because yum. So thing number 3 that you need to quit to get more fit is letting hate drive your decisions rather than love. And I mean, in any context, even outside of health and fitness, operating from a place of hate and fear is generally not a productive way to make decisions. But in the context of fitness, operating from a place of hating your body and fear of food often results in making decisions that are a lot worse for you in the long run and actually slow and reverse progress in the long run. For example, if you're operating from a place of hating your body or fear of food, you may restrict certain foods or just restrict calories or something like that. And oftentimes this behavior ultimately leads to binging, which just works against everything that you're trying to work for. But on the other hand, operating from a place of love for your body usually results in making decisions that are in line with your ultimate goals. Like, for example, if you love yourself, you may choose to cook for yourself every night, just like as a show of love for your body. And that ultimately is going to benefit your health and benefit your goals in the long run. If you hate your body or have a fear of carbs or sugar or fats or any types of foods, ask yourself if operating from that place has actually gotten you closer to your goals. Like, has it actually gotten you to a place where you love your body more, where you're happier with your body? If you still hate your body, clearly it hasn't helped. If you can let go of that hate and fear that you feel and surrender to self-love, you can put yourself in a place where you're so much better able to make decisions that are going to benefit your health, your body, and your goals. You can't hate your body into doing what you want, and you can't hate yourself into loving your body. Learning to love your body comes from the decision to embrace your body and love your body, not from changing your body. The next really common idea / misconception that you need to get rid of is the idea that living a fit and healthy lifestyle, being healthy, needs to be painful and it has to be difficult. Here's the thing, fitness should feel good. Yes, that's the tagline for my new business, Holistic Fitness Labs. Follow me on Instagram. Fitness shouldn't just be about the weight that you lose, it should be about the life that you gain. If your efforts to get fit are taking away from your life, particularly taking away more than they're adding to it, things need to change. When it comes to working out, for example, just lower the barrier. If the idea of going to the gym for an hour, like 5 days a week, just sounds like a lot, and doing that just takes a lot out of you, decrease the amount of time that you're trying to go to the gym. Just go for like 30 minutes, 3 days a week. It's a lot easier to convince yourself to go and to stay consistent when you're not trying to do as much. And when it comes to nutrition, a lot of people struggle with time. They don't think they have enough time to grocery shop in a healthy way, to cook and prep healthy food. A lot of the times it's a lot faster and quicker and easier to just pop down the street to Chipotle, get a burrito bowl, and come back home. But something that can really help with that is getting a meal kit delivery service like Green Chef. Green Chef is a CTOF certified organic meal kit delivery company that will save you time by helping with the meal prep, the grocery shopping, the meal planning, coordinating all the ingredients, reducing waste, etc., week after week. The ingredients come pre-measured, perfectly proportioned, and mostly prepped, which also saves so much time and also money, because I know when I'm trying to like plan meals and I'm like, I need a third of a cabbage to last me 4 days. I have to buy a whole freaking cabbage. Then what do I do with the rest of the cabbage? You can't use cabbage in that many things. But with Green Chef, you only need a third of a cabbage. That's all you're gonna get. They also have options for every lifestyle, including keto and paleo, vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, Mediterranean. They have fast and fit meals. So like, no matter what you're trying to do with your diet, they got you covered. So I just got my delivery box in yesterday and I'm stoked because I think I told you guys like a video or two ago that on this reverse diet, I haven't been being as creative with my food just because I've had like no time to think about being creative with food. So I've been getting a little bit bored of what I've been eating, and so I have 3 new delicious meals to choose from that are gonna be quick and easy and absolutely amazing and high in protein. I'm gonna make one of them right now for dinner because I'm hungry. So we got creamy ancho turkey soup. That sounds freaking amazing. That over like some rice. Ooh, yes. We got smoky salmon with the remoulade. I don't know how to say that. And we got cheesy pesto chicken balls. Ooh, I love pesto. I love me some good pesto pasta, pesto chicken. I might have to do that one. It sounds really good. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Perfect. Let's get cooking. And you guys know I'm pretty picky about what I put in my body, which is one of the reasons I love Green Chef and keep coming back to them, is because they just use such a wide variety of high quality, clean ingredients, so you can feel great about what you're eating and how it got to your table. So if going back to the office post-pandemic has made your meal prep harder, or maybe you have some kids running around and that makes meal prep impossible, or you're just a student, or you just generally don't have time, this will make your life a ton easier, and it's freaking delicious.
This is honestly probably my favorite way to make zucchini in little pasta ribbons, just because it's so much fun to eat. Oh my goodness. Green Chef always has like the best sauces, and this is like a Parmesan pesto, so I am so freaking excited for this. Can literally eat pesto everything all day, every day. So I have some leftover like veggie protein pasta, so I'm just gonna toss this in there because mixing this in with pesto sounds amazing. And we have our gourmet AF cheesy pesto chicken zucchini noodle pasta with balsamic tomatoes. Oh my goodness. It is a testament to my trust in Green Chef at this point that I'm excited to eat something covered in tomatoes. Tomatoes are straight up like top 2 least favorite foods. But Green Chef has made me start liking so many foods that I did not like before. Like, I didn't used to like shrimp. I'm pretty sure Green Chef is what made me start actually liking zucchini. And it's just because they have these amazing sauces and spices and seasonings and things that just make everything taste so freaking good. I'm gonna take a little bite of everything, including tomato, and see how it is. That's my this food is really good happy dance. So I'm gonna go indulge in this amazing deliciousness, and in the meantime, if you wanna check out Green Chef, which I highly recommend, you can use my code FitAndNerdy130 to get yourself $130 off, plus free shipping. You can go to greenchef.com to find out more. I'll leave a little link in the description box below. Go check it out. Finished my dinner. I'm sitting here rewatching Peaky Blinders so that I can watch the new season, and I just like forgot what happened in seasons 2 through whatever. So I need to rewatch it. But I wanted to bring you the next thing that you should quit to get fit. And that is relying on motivation. Here's the thing about motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It feels great when you have it, but it's not something that's ever going to be ever present. It's not going to stick around. Using lack of motivation as a reason not to do something is just an excuse. What you need instead of motivation is discipline. Discipline is consistency. Discipline is showing up even when you don't have the motivation to do it. These things that you're implementing to get to where you want to be are not always the most pleasant things. Like, sometimes workouts are not super fun. Sometimes eating broccoli is not really what you want to do. Not that you like only have to eat broccoli, but like, you get what I'm trying to say. Sometimes going to bed on time is not the easiest thing to do. But it's very easy to say, well, just not motivated to do it, and so you don't do it. But think about other things in your life
that you want to accomplish and have worked towards, that have taken steps that required you to do things that you didn't really want to do. Like, if you have a degree from college to work in your dream job, you probably didn't love going to class every day. You probably didn't love doing your homework. You probably weren't super motivated every second of the way to do all of those things, but you did it because you had the discipline to get through it because you were working towards your end goal. Your health and fitness journey needs to be treated the same way. Or even think of it as simple as something as brushing your teeth. Like, no one brushes their teeth every night because they're like super motivated to go brush their teeth. You brush your teeth because it's what you're supposed to do, because it's good for your teeth, because you don't want your teeth falling out. Once you can make health and fitness something that you just do because you have the discipline to do it and it's just an incorporated part of your lifestyle, it becomes a lot easier for it to be an incorporated part of your lifestyle and not something that you have to like work up the motivation to go do. If you're lacking motivation, that's not your fault. That's just the nature of motivation. And learning to work past that and work through that is key in achieving anything you want in life. So at the very least, you can view your health and fitness journey as practice for all of the other things in life that you want to achieve, that you might not have the strong motivation to do every single step of, but you're still interested in that end goal. On the flip side, the last thing that you should let go of is blaming yourself. Not having enough willpower, not being strong enough is not the issue. It's not your fault. If you keep accidentally cheating on your diet, then that diet is not sustainable for you. That is not your fault. That is the diet's fault. Most diets out there that are being like sold and popularized are not sustainable. Your job is to find the diet and lifestyle that work for you, that are sustainable for you, that are something that you feel like you could stick with forever, something that feels good. And yeah, if you're trying to lose fat, you are going to experience some amount of hunger in a calorie deficit. That does come with the territory. Like, you're not going to be able to literally only ever eat donuts and lose. Actually, technically you could eat donuts and lose weight, but you'd probably be miserable if you're literally only eating donuts. Basically, if a diet is not sustainable for you, then the diet is not for you. It's not that you're not strong enough. It's not that you don't have enough willpower. It's not that you can't do it. It's that the diet is just not the right diet. And not being able to stick to a keto diet or a paleo diet or a vegan diet or a carnivore diet or whatever the heck it is that you're trying to stick to, it doesn't make you less worthy than someone who does follow that diet and stick to it to a T. Going back to the very first point that I made in this video, maybe that diet feels really good for them. Like, maybe following a paleo diet feels really freaking good for your best friend, and so it's really easy for her to stick to that diet because she feels so good on it. It helps her energy, her sleep is better, her workouts are better, and everything. And so it's not that she has to like reel her way into following the diet, it's that she wants to because she feels good on it. But if you try following that diet and you don't feel good on it, then trying to like will yourself to stick to it is not going to be productive, and it's not going to help you get on the most efficient path to get to where you want to be. So those are the 6 things that you need to quit to get fit. I'm gonna make a cup of tea and then go back to working on my reverse dieting course that I am launching on July 1st. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does support me and my channel. I really genuinely appreciate it. Make sure you check out Green Chef, linked in the description box below, to get yourself a little discount. Please share this video with your friends, your family, and your neighbors. If you want to see more content all about health and fitness, you can check it out over here. To see future videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye!